Ever since Pick and Ban came to Rainbow Six Siege over a year ago, Echo has been an operator that has been banned in what seems like almost every single match. It is very rare to play a match of ranked without Echo being banned. So much so that there's only like one clip in this video of me actually using Echo because I can't get into a match where he's not banned. When it comes to Operation Steel Wave, we've known about the biggest changes coming, like the new operators, the new reworked house, the addition of proximity alarms, and a few buffs and nerfs coming to some of our favorite operators. But one thing that I haven't really heard much about from the community are the changes that are coming to Echo. And what I mean is, nobody's really talking about these changes. Like, if this level of change was going to another operator, we would all be talking about it. But for those of you who haven't seen the changes that are coming to Echo in this next season, here are those changes. Ubisoft has removed the camera shake effect from the Yokai's concussion effects. The length of concussion effect is no longer affected by movement. As of right now, if you're hit by the Yokai drone and you start to move, it'll worsen the movement. Now it has a fixed duration of 10 seconds and the intensity of the vision disruption stays fixed throughout the effect. And it replaces deployable shield with impact grenades. And so I think these are pretty significant changes, and as I stated earlier, if changes at this level were going to any other operator, the whole community would be talking about it. But they really aren't with Echo, and I think that the reason why is pretty simple. I think it's because regardless of what they do to Echo, he's still going to get banned at the current rate. And he's not banned because he's an operator that can just, disorient attackers and give information. But he's an operator that can stop the attackers from planting the diffuser with the push of a button. And so this video isn't really going to be me talking about how overpowered Echo is. Echo is one of the more powerful operators, but I don't think he's overpowered. My problem isn't really with Echo, but the problem that I have is seeing him banned in every single match. So in this video, I'm going to give you my solution on how to make Echo balanced to where he won't be banned in every single match that you play, while still remaining as one of the top operators in this game. So before I go into how I think Echo should be fixed, we need to talk about why the ban system exists and how that affects the reasoning behind me wanting to change Echo in this particular way. And I think it's fair to say that an overwhelming majority of the community loved when it was announced over a year ago that Pick and Ban was coming to the ranked playlist. I don't have any polls or statistics, and I don't really remember anything from that time. That was over a year ago. But from what I do remember and what I do recall, I think most people, were really excited for it because I know that I was. And it added another layer of complexity to this game that is already huge. And this dynamic was really set out in order to force players to play different operators. It made teams think deeper and allowed them to control how the game would play out before the game even started. And you would be able to look at maps as well as the team that you're on and make decisions to ban certain operators that could dominate on that map. So for example, the attacking team on Bank could ban the Mirror to make their basement push easier, and the defending team could ban the Habana to keep the attackers from getting the hatches or opening up CEO Wall from Skylight. Teams could affect how the entire match played out by getting rid of some key operators for that specific map. However, over a year later of this system being in place, we see many of the same operators being banned every time regardless of the map. And so when you have operators being banned regardless of the map, this kind of defeats the whole purpose of the ban system altogether, at least in my opinion. And you can look in the high plat ranks, and this isn't as big of a problem. They won't just do blanket bans like they do, in gold and lower, but it still exists. And I think a vast majority of the player base experiences these blanket bans where you're always going to have Jackal banned and you're always going to have Echo banned. But in this video, we're going to be focusing on Echo. So if our goal is to get Echo to the point where he's not banned in every match, we need to look at what aspects of Echo make it desirable to just ban him regardless of the map we're playing on. What about Echo just makes us automatically want to click the vote to ban? And I think that the biggest reason as to why Echo is banned in almost every match isn't because of his drone's ability to disorient attackers, but because his Yokai drone's ability to stop players from planting the diffuser. And so I took a poll on my Instagram and asked the question, would you still ban Echo if his drone could not stop the plant? And as you can see, 67% of people said that they would not ban Echo if that was the case, and 33% said they continue to ban Echo at their current rate. And it was around 150 people that took this poll, so not a huge sample size, but I think it's large enough to show why so many people are banning Echo. And so right now you're probably assuming that my idea to fix Echo and make it to where he's not banned every match would be to make it where he does not have the ability to stop attackers from planting. And you would be wrong. I think that if the overall goal for ranked is to have a ban system in which operators are banned because of how their primary ability affects the map and how it's played as a whole, we shouldn't take away what makes the operator unique. When looking at what separates Echo and makes him special, it's that he has a drone that disorients attackers and can stop the plant. I think those are two factors that should always remain a constant with Echo. And so you may be thinking that, since those are what make Echo so unique and what makes him so strong, what could be done to lower his ban rate while keeping Echo's integrity and what makes him special and different and sets him apart from other operators? I think that in order to keep him balanced, Echo just needs to be easier to deal with. I think that other than the ability to stop attackers from planting, the biggest problem that attackers have with Echo is how hard it can be to destroy his yokai drones. His drones are practically invisible to the point where the only way you will find it is by listening to the blades on the drones, but by the time you look up and see it, you'll already be disoriented. For a majority of the players, getting rid of a yokai drone involves either using a Thatcher EMP or hoping that you just brought an IQ. Other than that, it'll be extremely difficult to take out a yokai drone. And I can already hear some of you guys typing, "Ooh, I don't have a problem finding the yokai." Whatever, man. Good for you. But a majority of the community doesn't and can't because Echo is being banned in every match. If the yokai drone can be found so easily, it shouldn't matter that he can stop the plant because you can just see it and take it out. That's not the case. The most frustrating thing with Echo is that you could be in a 5v1. I mean, this is just, a straw man scenario, but it can happen. You can be in a 5v1 on Chalet, and you could take control of a trophy with 10 seconds left. The defense is gonna win because Echo has a drone in the room that's invisible to everyone, and Echo can be chilling downstairs in basement in the wine closet, and all he has to do to win the game is press a button. That is what makes him so frustrating. And so I think that Ubisoft needs to walk the line between making impactful changes that make it to where Echo isn't banned every single match, but not changing what makes Echo Echo. And so a lot of people may think that him stopping the plant is just really powerful, and they do have a point. I'd understand why they'd want to eliminate that aspect. But I think the best thing that Ubisoft could do is just make his drones more visible. Echo would still remain one of the best operators. He could still stop the plant, but this would give the attackers a chance and make Echo a higher skilled operator. As of right now, nobody can see his drones, so he can just, chill out. If his drones are visible, then Echo has to be smarter with his drones, and he has to take bigger risks when he goes and tries to disorient people or tries to stop the plant. Something as simple as making a drone visible would be great improvement to the ban system and the ranked playlist as a whole. And I know that if Echo stopped being banned at his current rate, there would just be another operator to take his place. But Echo is an operator who's just pretty much not existent in ranked. So making this drone visible would be a simple change in which Echo would still be as powerful as he's always been. He still has that same potential. But this gives the attackers a chance to actually counter him other than hoping that you just brought an IQ. So Ubisoft, you can get rid of his deployable shield, and you can change the way that his disorienting effect works. But that's not going to change how often he is banned. We hate going up against him because an attacking team can do everything right and still lose the round because of an invisible drone operated by a player who was on his drone the entire time, off-site on the other side of the map. And there could be people asking for, he shouldn't be able to stop the plant. I'm not one of those people. I understand why people think that way. I'm not one of those people. But again, something as simple as just making the drone more visible would fix this problem. And Ubisoft may not see this as a problem, but I certainly see this as a problem. I don't know if you, the viewer, sees this as a problem, but it's just so boring having the same operators banned regardless of the map. And Ubisoft, if that doesn't persuade you, I say that like you're going to see this, but if that doesn't persuade you, you're dropping his elite skin, and I don't know many people who would purchase the elite skin of operator that they never get to play. But overall, I believe making his yokai drone visible would be a way to lower his ban rate, increase the skill gap, and give attackers a better chance to deal with the gadget that is so extremely strong. Because if it has the ability to stop the plant, I should at least be able to see it. So that's about it for this video. Let me know what you think down below. Should Echo stay the same and just continue to be banned at the current rate? or should something be done in order to make his ban rate lower? And do you see his ban rate as a problem? Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That lets you know every time I post a video, and that helps me out a lot. I am the Senator, and as always, have a good one.